Hello, Internet, and welcome to the 2019 Truly Daebak Awards. This is the second iteration of our awards show. So, for those of you that are joining us for the first time, hello. I am the guy that did all the voices on the award videos, and my voice is not naturally that deep, so yeah, don't be surprised. Okay, so
artist of the year.
No, I'm not doing that. That hurts way too much.
Yeah, just talk that way the entire podcast.
No. Anyway, so just to break down the 2019 Truly Daebak Awards. So this entire show will be our awards, are our personal choices for. So Truly Daebak, all four members of Truly Daebak had chosen the awards in 35 different categories. And
it was a bloodbath.
And we're pissing a lot of people off.
Oh, hell yeah, we'll get there. But
it's going to be great.
If you don't like any of our choices, there is the Fans' Choice, which is going to air live on January 26th at, I believe it's 12 p.m. Eastern, is what we're calling it, 12 p.m. Eastern, which is something like, it's around, it's like late evening, or early evening, Central European time, so.
Wear your best formal attire while you're watching.
Yep.
So yeah,
just like we are. I'm wearing my best suit right now.
So this is this is our personal critics award. If you want to tune in for the Fans' Choice, to tune in on the 26th. And fan voting is still open as of when all these videos go up. So yeah, again, if you're like, oh my god, you hate one of our choices immediately, just go straight to the fan vote, which will be in the description below. As always,
when are we actually cutting that off?
Cutoff date is the 25th at about 12 Eastern. So, 24 hours before the show is supposed to air, because we still have to compile all of we still need to do all the data crunching.
Google does it all for us.
Yeah.
We just got to find the fun comments.
Definitely.
Cut them out.
So, as always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like this sort of thing and want to see more of it. Obviously, you'll have to wait next year, but there's more stuff on our YouTube channel than just the Truly Daebak Awards.
Go watch last year's.
Yep, yeah, go watch last year's. Like the video if you like it, and as always, please share it with anyone, your family, your friends, your Twitter, people you've never met on the internet before. Please just share it with them, because I think this is still a really cool thing that we're doing. I don't think anyone ever really goes this ham when it comes to fan awards. So I'm really proud of the work we've done here.
Also, join our Mucho Lit Discord.
As always, join the Mucho Lit Discord, especially if you want to participate in the. Actually, no, it's too late for the Discord game.
Nope, he can't participate. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we should open it up again for the fan voting. You can only win in fan voting. So basically, how it works is we have a Discord guessing game. So whoever gets the most correct, or whoever guesses what our winners are, out of all 35 categories, will get a prize. And then after the Fan Choice Awards, whoever gets the most correct there will also get a prize. So please join the Discord. The link is also in the description. Now, with that out of the way, let me introduce my co-hosts. First, we have the self-proclaimed best IOI or greatest IOI fan in the world. Hashtag
It's true.
IOI master himself, Nathan Swisher.
Hello, Anyong, I guess is my old thing.
And all the way on the left, we have, actually, I don't know, I haven't thought of a thing, because I only know the produce cast intros for you. His standability is he likes every song on the album is his favorite. That is his standability.
God damn it.
Jacob Burrett.
Hashtag no blow note.
Hashtag no blow note. And I am Andrew Lee, the announcer and host for tonight's, whenever you're watching this, festivities. Now, let's get straight into it. So we'll start off with the fun categories. Nate, take it away.
Yep. There's random fun stuff that we're doing. So, and we're rapid firing these, so we're not going to elaborate on our choices or anything. We have best IOI brand. No, I'm not.
Stop.
I can't do it. The winner of the best IOI branch is Chungha. Woo! Uju Sonio close second.
Yes.
And Gugudan underrated third.
Extremely
next,
underrated.
We have the winner of the best English lyrics, and that is Solgi's Insanely Long Line from Bad Boy, English version. because I know how to make the devil cry, break him down, looking in my eyes. That's what I'm doing here tonight.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Dude, that was so good at KCON.
Well, yeah, because it came out of nowhere. We didn't even know it existed.
Dude, it blew me away. Nothing has blown me away more than that moment. That was so good.
Also, shout out to the queso.
Shout out to the queso.
Next, we have the winner of the Female Bias Wrecker of the Year, and that is the Dark Lord, Olivia Hay.
Yes,
from
the
Luna.
Dark Lord.
She has won our hearts and souls. She's probably consumed our souls.
Yeah, more specifically our souls.
Yeah.
Next, we have the Male Bias Wrecker of the Year. With a huge surprise, we have Seungri from Big Bang. Shout out to Seungri for having an insanely good year.
Yes, for
He
sure.
literally bias wrecked me into becoming my Big Bang bias this year. So,
Kudeta YG, please.
next we have Female Bias of the Year. So we got out of the bias wrecker zone. These are actual biases, and the winner is Irene from Red Velvet, which makes Cooper happy
That's his ult.
because he is Irene's water boy.
Yes.
Is Irene's water boy.
Yeah. Is he gonna have to fetch her the award now?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, that
Irene's award boy.
that'd be the greatest thing. It's like we someday have our own actual award ceremony and the idols come and we just have like Cooper fetching water for Irene the entire time.
That needs to happen one day. When I win the lottery and make IOI Entertainment get big enough. Next, we have the winner of the Male Bias of the Year, and that goes to Changbin from Stray Kids for screaming so much. He just screamed his way into our hearts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next, we have the winner of the K-pop Moment of the Year, and we gave it to EXO at the Winter Olympics closing ceremony, because that was pretty much the biggest thing that happened this year.
Yeah,
pretty definitively.
There were a lot of contenders, though, in my opinion. Like the North Korea performances, that was huge. BTS City Field, that was huge. This is a great year for K-pop as far as achievements go. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Next, we have the winner of the Best Produce 48 trainee, not counting people who made it Eyes one, and it is Ikan, who deserved this award more than anyone.
Got robbed.
She should have made it into that group. She was guaranteed, and she didn't make it.
Yep. She got robbed.
Yep. And finally, the one you've all been waiting for, the second annual Walwari Award, and that goes to Ted Park for being ridiculous.
What was his lyric? I was poor, now I'm rich. Is that what it was? It was something like that.
Like you could make an entire like year's worth of English lyrics for Nate just on Ted Park lyrics. It's incredible. So,
yep.
And now moving on to the technical categories. So Jacob, that is your cue.
All right.
First up, you're reading off the nominees as well. So.
Yep. Oh, I do read off the nominees?
Yeah.
We were just rapid firing the fun stuff.
Okay. So, Best MV in Visual Design. Bad Boy by Red Velvet. Good Evening by Shiny. Mom Mom by Oyak and Sifika. Pop Stars by KDA, which is featuring G-Idol, Gyra Burns, and Madison Beer.
Yes.
It was too small to read. The Boots.
The
Boots.
by Goo Goo
That
Dolls.
is a band. That is a band. So I'm not complaining there. But
The Boots by Goo Goo Dolls. And What Is Love by Twice. Yeah, I'm already giving that up.
I think you need to zoom in on your spreadsheet. Can't even read the Boots.
Holy crap! The Roots won a K-pop award.
All right, and the winner is, drumroll, The Boots by Goo Goo Dolls.
Woo!
I don't know how this
Wrecked.
won. I don't know how this won.
This one because Cooper is an intellectual. He knew what was going on. No, but seriously, like I know a lot of people are gonna think Pop Stars should win, and
Yes,
I almost agree. But the reason I didn't vote for it and I don't want it to win is because it feels like it's cheating because it's entirely animated and it's by a video game company, which is like that they have the talent that's like above. Like it's not based in the real world, so it felt like cheating to me.
But 2D waifus are superior to 3D waifu.
Wait, but Pop Stars are 3D.
No, that's
3D
still
models.
2D waifus. They're not there. They don't exist in real life. Anyway,
But the Boots,
Tisk.
fantastic music video.
Yes. All right, on to best solo choreography. We have 123 by Seungri, Angel by Hoya, Roller Coaster by Chungha, Siren by Sunmi, Thank You So Much by Yubin,
you gotta get the
And-
right amount of O's.
Woman by Boa. And the winner is, once again, drum roll, Woman by Boa. And
It
this
literally,
one,
it literally
this one,
won it by one move. One move won this
I was
category.
gonna say, yeah. That's
the
why I
upside
didn't
down
vote for it.
walk, like, come on. No one does that. Boa does that.
But was a
So good.
vampire. Confirmed.
All right. On to
Shout out to 123 by Seungri.
Yeah, 123 is an
Yes,
incredible choreography.
I agree.
I voted for that, I believe.
I should have voted for it. I got IOI biased.
All right, on to best female group choreography. We have Boom Boom by Momoland, Favorite by Luna, On, or also called Alone by G-Idol, La Vie en Rose by Eyes One, Save Me
French
Save
accent.
You by WJSN, and Time for the Moonlight by GFriend.
Night.
Moon
Night.
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 Moon Knight. That always gets me. Anyways, wait. So Nate, do you say La Vie en Rose?
La Vie en
Usually,
Rose.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
La Vie en
La Vie en-
Rose.
It's La Vie en
Rose.
Rose, yeah.
I know, but I'm not French. Even
Even
though
in
I'm,
Korean, they go La Vie en Rose.
La La Vie en Rose.
All right. Anyways, the winner is La Vie en Rose by Eyes One.
this was well deserved.
Yeah, that's one thing that stood out to me the most with this song in particular was the choreography, especially with the high amount of members.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have Best Male Group Choreography. Nominees are Baby Don't Stop by NCTU, Good Evening by Shiny, Mirror by Stray Kids, Shine by Pentagon, Shoot Out by Monsta X, and Don't Mess Up My Tempo by EXO, which I believe is actually just tempo, but it's okay.
Whoops.
Winner is Baby Don't Stop by NCTU, which I think is definitely deserved. Like that song was entirely like a huge choreography showcase basically.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
Also, it also
And
was 10.
Whisper.
We got 10.
And Whisper.
yes,
Shout-
so we also get 10 in
Also,
there.
everyone
Don't
shame.
stop.
Yeah, everyone in Discord shame Cooper for not voting for it. Shame.
He loses his title of being
Shame.
like having NCT as his like ultimate group. So
Yep, we take away his citizen card.
all right, this is topic 2. Now we're going to move into the genre categories, which I will be covering. So starting off with best survival show original song. The nominees are All Day by Handsome Boys, which is from the unit. I Am by 1AM, which is from Produce 48. My
The prequel
Turn.
to 2 a.m.
They just came forward in time is all.
Yeah. My Turn, which is by the unit. Nekoya, which is by Produce 48. OMG Omana, which was by Universe from Mix 9. And Rumor, which should only have one R, by HINP. by HINP from Produce 48. And the Truly Daebak Award goes to Rumor. So Literally
I
the
don't
only.
think this is a huge surprise because
yeah,
like
not
I
a
feel
huge
like it blew
surprise.
everyone away.
Like I nominated,
Honestly.
or on my short list, I nominated freaking Rumor for Song of the Year. Like that's how much I love this goddamn song.
Well, Jacob and I originally called this category the category for Jacob or for Andrew to give Rumor an award.
And I swear, if we did not give Rumor an award, I would quit. Like this is.
Yeah, so Andrew literally created this category so he could give Rumor an award.
I know it's gonna be definitely gonna be a more relevant award in the future once we cover like 16.2 or like all the. We're not gonna cover YG. I don't have time.
I'm really excited for 16 too.
Yeah, whenever we get to
definitely wanna
that.
cover that.
And then if this, I don't know, if this big hit new group has a survival, I don't know. And then obviously produce X101 or whatever. So it's gonna be a category good addition for years to come.
X.
The next category is Best Japanese Single. The nominees are Stop the Rain by Day 6, Hashtag Cookie Jar. Wait, what? This is out of order.
Yeah, why aren't you reading these in order?
I don't know.
They're
Whatever.
not in order.
Yeah. Hashtag
Go for
Cookie
it.
Jar by Red Velvet, BDZ by Twice, Chain by NCT 127, Memoria by GFriend, and Stay by Taeyeon. And the Truly Daebak Award goes to Chain by NCT 127, which was not my personal choice, but I mean, I think at one point I called Chain like one of the top 5 NCT 127 songs, and it just so happened to be a Japanese song. So,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
I think Chain might be one of the top 5 NCT songs.
oh yeah, definitely. I mean, my personal
So-
choice, I would have given it to Memoria just because Memoria. We'll get there though. We're reviewing it, but
I think
Yeah.
it's more like SM just doesn't give the throwaway tracks to Japan. Like they actually
no, they give
put
really
in
good,
the
amazing
proper
tracks.
effort, you know. So
Yeah,
definitely.
it was hard for this category, and yeah, I think my top 3 are the SM songs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Moving on, we have Best Collaboration or Feature. The nominees are Dinner by Suho and Jung Jae, Lo Siento featuring Leslie Grace, which is by Super Junior, Lower by Amber and Luna, Pop Stars by KDA, Madison Beer, G-Idol or Idol, and Gyra Burns, Soulmate featuring IU by Zico, and Wow Thing by Solgi, Sinbi, Chang'e, and Soyeon. And the Truly Daebak Award goes to, surprise, surprise, Pop Stars by KDA, Madison Beer, Idol, and Gyra Burns. Like,
This is our first clean sweep where we all voted the same thing.
oh yeah, that's nothing else.
I guess
deserved
Ted
it.
Ted Park did.
Yeah, Ted Park. Obviously, there's no other. But I mean, I can't think of any more collaboration that was more deserving than this, and just like the sheer magnitude of importance. Like it broke 100 million views in like less than like some actual like top like big 3 groups have, and it's probably
Yeah.
I think it's probably gonna. I think it was on track to hit 200 by like less than halfway through this year. So 200 million.
Yeah.
So it's insane. Like it's, and I hope they do it again. I hope they do it again because this is probably one of my
I want an
favorite
album,
K-pop
yeah.
songs. Yes, I need a, please. Like,
I wouldn't be. They'd definitely do it again. It blew up.
Yeah, it blew up, and I mean it's good for everyone involved. Like League of Legends, for Idol, for Madison Beer, Gyra Burns. Like there's like pretty much like everyone like knows like their names now just because of this one song. So
I feel like also isn't this like their most wildly successful music video they've ever put out?
Not yet. Like I think the one with Imagine Dragons still has more. It's on pace to blend.
yeah.
Because when
You're
Imagine
right.
Dragons
Warriors.
did, Warriors, like, it's on pace to beat it. So like, right now it's easily the most like popular League of Legends song, or probably one of the most popular K-pop songs of the year too. I mean, we nominated for Song of the Year. So moving on.
Also, one side note for this, I had an epiphany like days later, and I was like, can we really consider Amber and Luna a collaboration or feature because they're both from the same group?
Whoops.
Lower is just an FX subunit song, basically.
Hey, it's a collaboration.
But
they put the X. It's the
They did
collaboration.
put the X for some. That right there is proof that FX is dead.
Yeah, they didn't do
called
F
the song
Amber and F Luna.
Amber and X Luna, not
Yeah.
FX Amber and Luna.
Hopefully we won't have to put them on the rip list anytime soon. Anyway, now we have Best Band. The nominees are Day 6, Hyukoh, Marmello, N Flying, Say Sue Me, and The Rose. And the Truly Daebak Award goes to Hyukoh.
Woo! They were fantastic live.
Might be a complete shock to most of you out there, considering how popular Day 6 is in comparison to Hyukoh. But yeah, I think that's probably what took it over the top for me, just because I love the album and I saw it live too.
Yeah,
I saw them perform live, which was just incredible. So Jacob and I collaborated or colluded on that one, essentially.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was split 50-50. Me and Cooper voted Day 6, and you guys voted Hyukoh. We just compromised. Basically, let Jacob win because he compromised on a lot of things.
Let him get this one thing. And I mean,
he can get this one. Plus, I think like Cooper said in the chat, I think both of them had a better year last year anyway.
Yeah.
And we gave Day 6 the award last year, so
yeah,
it was kind of like
I don't mind giving it to Hyukoh this year.
They were both split pretty well last year and this year. So
yeah, if you want to see Day 6 win the Fan Choice Award, yeah, make sure you vote. Make sure you vote in the form is in the description below.
Yep.
Moving on, we have Best R&B Artist. The nominees are Cold, Haze, Hoodie, IU, Penomeko, and Zion T. And the Truly Daebak Award goes to Haze.
Another clean sweep.
Clean sweep. Like, again, it's her music came out in early part of 2018, but I mean, it still definitely deserved the win. You know, like, basically, she had an incredible year, and I hope she follows that up with an incredible 2019.
I wouldn't doubt it, because Hayes is one of those artists for me that's like always solidly good. I can count on her no matter what, so I'm definitely confident in that.
Next category is Best Hip Hop Artist. The nominees are Drunken Tiger, Loco, PLT, Simon D, Villain, and Yoonmi Ray. And the Truly Daebak Award goes to PLT because Cooper and I...
Because me and Nate couldn't coordinate properly.
Yeah, pretty much. So, like, how we do these voting is, like, we just each vote independently without knowing and then reveal our, like, votes. And then we, like, figure out ties and stuff. But, yeah, me and Jacob both voted for different members of MFBTY because I voted for Yoonmi Ray and he voted for Drunken Tiger. So Cooper and Andrew got their way and got PLT.
Our collusion went the way went over. So I mean, they had an incredible year just in general. Like, I still can't think of anyone. It's basically like PLT is basically like the Luna of just like hip hop, or like
the Luna of hip hop. I like that.
Like, I mean, hashtag, or I should trademark that, honestly.
Stan Platt.
But I mean, like, just the concept that they're doing is just incredible, and again, just for them to just do all this like collective stuff, and for them to just be just as successful with their individual music is really cool to see, and I can't wait to see what they're doing in 2019. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And the last category for this or group of categories is genre categories is Best Ballad / Acoustic Artist, and the nominees are Bolbo Gansa, Gaho, Luna. Luna as in Luna for our audio listeners, the member of FX, not the group.
Stan
not the
group. FX
yeah,
Luna.
LunaCast, episode 1 2 weeks ago.
Suzy, Wendy, and Yunha. Just if you're wondering how Yunha was eligible, so our voting period was from December of 2017 to November of 2018. So Yunha released her album at the very tail end of December of 2017, so she was still eligible because of that. And the Truly Daebak Award for Best Ballad and Acoustic Artist goes to Yunha, which kind of was a surprise for me, honestly. But I mean, I don't mind.
It's gonna surprise the hell out of everyone that listens. Probably,
yeah, they're gonna be like, "What?"
But for me, I definitely got my way on this one. But I don't mind that album is one of my most listened to like in the past year. I love that album, and I don't talk about her a lot, but she's definitely one of my like favorite artists. Period.
And I mean,
like,
she does.
Yeah.
I listen
She doesn't
to her
get that much
so
exposure.
much.
Like she doesn't get that much.
She used
exposure.
to be way bigger.
Yeah.
but
She
she took
features
a
on
really
one of my
long
favorite
hiatus.
songs of all time.
Yep.
She did
Umbrella.
Hokey. She did Hokiboshi. What at the end? She did a friggin' what was it? A One Piece ending or no? Inuyasha ED or opening or something like that. But yeah, she does like anime songs too. So she's really huge. So yeah, we need more people to look into her, definitely. So that will do it. Next we have, or this is topic 3.
It's me.
Yeah, this is artist categories. So Nate, that's you.
Okay, first up we have Best Subunit. The nominees are EXO CBX, Girls' Generation OGG, Gugudan Semina, Luna YYXY, Newest W, and Pristine V. And the Truly Daebak Award goes to Luna YYXY.
Yes.
And that's because Cooper is a monster.
Yeah,
Cooper is an utter monster. He voted for Pristine V, and it would have won. And then he changed his vote at the last minute and ruined everything.
I just
Gave
want
it
to
to
put it
Luna.
out there that I resisted the urge to vote for OGG, and I ended up voting for New SW. So y'all better
Jade-
appreciate me for that.
Yeah, Jade gives Jacob some love.
Yeah, she's gonna be really happy to see someone vote for
He
Newest.
voted for Newest. I almost voted for Newest.
I
They're
almost
probably my
did.
number 2.
I almost did.
They're probably
but,
my
I
number
mean,
2 after Pristine.
Luna YYXY was
She's
just
gonna be
incredible.
so mad that Luna beat Newest.
And I mean, no, like Luna deserves some type of award in all of this ultimately. So
Yeah, that's why Cooper changed his
Yeah,
mind.
we'll
But
get there.
Pristine
We'll get
also
there.
deserves an award.
you have
Okay.
to exist to get awards. I'm sorry.
They did exist. They put out the song of the decade. They literally put out the song of the
We'll get there.
decade.
We'll get there. But I mean, like Love Forever was just
Oh, that's
incredible.
oh my god. 2021 or 2020, we need to do decade awards.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing,
should-
dude.
Song of the
That'd be the
Song
best.
of
This
the
is hard
decade, artists of the decade.
No.
Like, oh, let's go.
Are you trying to kill me?
Pristine V, get it. Song of the decade. I'm putting it on my short list.
Nope.
No, my God, no.
Okay, moving on. Next, we have Best Duo or Co-Ed Group. The nominees are Bulpagon Sa, Gini Beanie, JBJ95, Card, Khan, and Nick and Sammy. And the Truly Daebak Award goes to Bulpagon Sa. Yeah,
Jacob.
this was pretty clean sweep.
Yep.
Cooper voted
Bulpagon
for
for-
JBJ, but
Volpagon, like when Red Diary Page 2 came out, I literally listened to Travel like 100 times.
yeah,
And he's not
Like,
joking.
within like
he's not
within
joking.
like a week.
Yeah,
within
he's-
like a
You-
week.
if you look at his like
literally
Apple
repeated.
Music or whatever or iTunes and like see like how many times like he streamed it was just like I'm pretty sure you hit 100 within like a week or two or something like that.
Yeah, something like that, or it's close to there at least. But most of my listens was in like that week.
yeah. I'm glad we put Guinea Beanie on this list.
Yes,
because
GDVD deserves so much more recognition.
Yeah, like the fact that we found them on releases and like I've listened to their stuff so much.
Oh,
Like, they need to put
so
out
good.
more.
Oh, so
So
good.
everyone-
And
For
kind
random people that don't know who they are, check them out.
kind of a spoilers for fan choice, but I remember I was looking through the comments and somebody was like, "Rainbow was awesome." I was like, "Whoa! Somebody actually knows
Someone
who GDVD
actually
is."
voted for them.
Yo, yes,
Nice.
GDVD actually got a fan vote. I was like, "Oh man."
Yeah,
Also, I
that's not really
appreciate the
spoilers.
I also appreciate the
Nobody's
fact.
gonna expect them to have votes.
I also appreciate the fact that we got an English version for Rainbow.
Oh
was
yeah.
cool.
Oh, still like both like everyone in this category definitely deserved it. I mean, our Discord's obviously going to be like our Discord's going to make the argument that Card might not deserve
Doesn't
to be
deserve to be on there.
nominated, which
I
might
mean-
piss off our Cardcast contingency, but
Card will be nominated every year for the rest of the Truly Daebak Awards.
Yep, for every category.
Just on like principle alone.
maybe
They don't
we'll
put
see.
out anything in 2019, and we vote them as best duo or co-ed group.
We invented the best duo or co-ed group just for card.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we literally
we pretty
made that
much did,
category
yeah.
for card last year, so.
yeah, like it
And
just
then they
so,
won like 4 awards or something.
It just so happens that. Are there any actual no? There's no co-ed groups on this.
Except for
There's
card.
no co-ed
there
groups
aren't
that
any
got-
co-ed groups that exist. Except
I mean,
them.
there are some. I mean, like you could put like, I don't know, whatchamacallit?
Friggin' what is they called? I forgot. Sunny Hill or whatever.
Oh, well, yeah, there's... Well,
They
yeah.
don't
and
exist anymore though.
You could put Urban Zacapa
Yeah.
on here.
I was going to say Urban.
Yeah, Urban Zacapa would work. Yeah.
Better
Okay,
than
let's
nothing,
move
I guess.
on to the best female solo artist. The nominees are Boa, Chungha, Sunmi, Taeyeon, Yoonmi Rae, and Yubin.
This
And
category was
for it.
it was like pulling teeth for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the all of these any of the best female female whatever categories was a bloodbath because
Yeah.
just like it's so like overly like stacked like every category
yeah.
it's ridiculous so
The award goes to Sunmi. Jacob can congratulate himself
Finally.
because she never wins awards and she's not recognized in K-pop at all.
Nope. It's
Finally,
completely
she gets the
underrated.
recognition she deserves because truly Daebak gave her an award.
Yep. Oops.
She's gonna be elated.
yep
Yes. She's gonna see this and be like, "Oh my god."
she's gonna
I'm
see
so
this and then
honored."
she's gonna tweet something in English at us and then we're just gonna
Yes.
If
She'd
we
be
were
like, "This is my favorite meme."
it's not a meme but okay I'll take it
No, I know. She was like posting gifs and he's like, "This is my favorite meme," and everyone's like, "That's not a meme."
but okay,
Really?
but okay,
That's
it
funny.
works because Sunmi. Oh my god! But I mean, if we were to make like a best Twitter or like person that understands Twitter the best, it'd go to Sunmi, just like
Yep.
hands down. Like I wish I understood Twitter as good as Sunmi does.
Next, we have Best Male Solo Artist. The nominees are Eric Nam, Gaho, Jonghyun, Jungjin Woo, Key, and Yoon Jong Shin. And the award goes to Jonghyun.
Totally deserved.
Yeah.
I'm happy
Totally
about that.
I think out of this list, he easily put out the best release. Like, Poa Artist is insanely good.
For real, like, you know, even post his passing, like that album was fantastic. I still listen to it periodically every once in a while, so
Yeah, same.
fantastic.
Yeah, and yeah, everyone else on this list definitely as well put out great stuff. I know, like, Gaho only put out like a single, right, Andrew? And
I
like,
mean, no, he put out a few songs. Like he put.
did he? Okay.
I mean, it's just I nominated him for ballad or acoustic ballad artist or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Because
for
his
single.
one song "Stay Here"
Yeah.
was just incredible.
That's the
Arguably the greatest ballad of the entire year. But I mean, he put out other solo music the rest of the year. But
yeah. Okay, that's like literally all I remember him for is that one song, but it's so good. And then yeah, Yoon Jong Shin had his like monthly thing and
Yeah, that was awesome.
put out some great stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a deserved win for Jonghyun.
Yep, definitely. And I mean, I think we gave it to him last year, like posthumously as well. But I mean, I think he definitely deserved it this year just because of
Yeah.
the musical output. Definitely, it's not just like a pity award in this case. Like he definitely is deserving of it.
Yep. Next we have Best Female Group.
Oh, another
Man.
bloodbath.
Yes, 100%. The nominees are Dreamcatcher, EXID, From S9, GFriend, Red Velvet, and Uju Sonyo. And the award goes to, unsurprisingly, Red Velvet.
So I think this one might be contested a little bit by some people, but
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
they didn't like Power Up and RBB. But personally,
how can you not like Power Up?
I really
I
like.
didn't- it was
I really
alright.
loved both of the mini albums, so I
Stop.
think it was
Stop.
an easy choice.
Stop.
Stuck in Andrew's head for like
Stop.
a week now.
But it's like, honestly, like there was no other choice for me, just because the fact that I can sing on demand like 3 releases from like RBB, not so much, but the other 3, like I could instantly sing Power Up, hashtag Cookie Jar, and Bad Boy like out of nowhere, just in my head, because of how much I've listened to those songs. And like I don't think any other group has that many songs that I could do that with. So it just had to be them. The releases this year were so good.
I mean,
but
personally for me, my contention was I personally didn't vote for Red Velvet. I actually voted for GFriend just because it was like overall category versus, oh my god, one amazing song in Bad Boy, and that's what I guess I weighed more general discography just of the year. But I mean, I don't mind Red Velvet winning at all, obviously.
That's crazy too, because 2017 Andrew would have never voted for GFriend.
He didn't even know who GFriend was.
He didn't know who they were, but like Summer Rain, I remember Andrew was just he was so angry.
Yeah, no, it's so funny because like I hated GFriend's like output or their singles in 2017, but in 2018 I was just like, holy shit, it's all good. It's all good. So that means 2019 is going to be like, oh no, it's all bad. We'll get there later. We're actually reviewing it.
And actually, I almost could have given Dreamcatcher this award because Cooper voted Dreamcatcher. And if I went Dreamcatcher over Red Velvet, which was a close one in my mind, Dreamcatcher could have won.
I mean, you would have made Umu happy. I'm pretty sure Umu would have picked Dreamcatcher for best female group. But I mean, again, this is just a super ridiculously stacked category. Yeah. So I mean, it only had to go to one of them, unfortunately. But I mean, hey, From Is 9 getting nominated on here.
No, yeah, From Is in their first amazing job this year. Definitely deserves a shout out. Love Bomb, fantastic song, and even stuff before that. It's great. I would have never given the award to EXID though.
Boo! No. Cooper's booing in the background
if you don't know
somewhere.
If you don't know anything about us, I don't hate EXID. I like EXID a lot, but I just have there's just a thing going on.
He hates Ellie.
Stay creamy, everyone.
Stay creamy, definitely.
Because horrible lyrics. Okay, let's move on to another crazy contentious one. We have Best Male Group, where the winner, I think, will surprise a lot of you. No, it won't. The nominees are... Huh?
No, it won't.
No? I don't know. The nominees are BTS, Monsta X, NCT, just the whole super group, Pentagon, SHINee, and Stray Kids. And the award goes to NCT.
Which shouldn't be a surprise now that if you know like who's
now that Cooper got at it.
Yeah, now that Cooper's in, you should know that there's going to be like an NCT like contingency, like hardline contingency in Truly Daebak. Now, I mean, granted, I
was so close to writing Monsta X down.
I wrote Monsta X
down. Would have won this award.
I wrote Monsta X down.
But the thing is, well, this might be a little foreshadowing for my votes, maybe not the winners, but I follow the like Mama like policy where I like try to spread out the awards. So like I could give best artist of the year to a guy group, and then I would vote for a different male artist for this category because I feel like there's so many groups putting out so much good stuff that deserve awards that I like spread my votes out. So like I voted for Monsta X in a different category is just what I'm saying. So like that's why I put NCT here. But yeah, Andrew voted for Monsta X. Surprisingly, I think if anyone did, it would have been Cooper. But I assumed he was going to vote NCT.
It took a lot of deliberation, definitely a lot of deliberation. But I mean, I felt like I had to give it to them. As well. Yeah, I had to give the nomination to them at least, or my personal pick for the winner. But it would probably have been between Monsta X and Stray Kids in all honesty. But
I give it to SHINee just because how good Story of Light was. All their solos were fantastic. I say like as a group, I think they were really great. So.
And again, if you think we're completely wrong on this, go join the fan vote. Go do the fan vote like right now. Like in the description is the forum, and you can tell us. You can write a comment saying that you wanted like BTS to win and how we're just horrible people. No, please don't say that. I can't handle that.
I think for this year though, for like me, like that's why I think NCT. So like we talk about Jacob having his NCT moment at KCON last year, and like I loved Limitless before that, but like I wasn't really into NCT. But then like this year, just even from like near the beginning of the year is when I really started getting into them. It's like 2018 was so good. Yeah.
They had his literal NCT come to Jesus moment.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Trademark.
So yeah, I had to give it to them. I thought they did an amazing job this year. And they're already off to a good start at the beginning of this year with Wavy
Wavy as hell.
Isn't it in China, isn't it Wei Shenvi or something like
that's
that?
Wei Shenvi
Wei
is
Shenvi.
the full thing, but they're shortening it to Wavy.
Which makes sense.
But why is it not NCT?
It'd be
It's so
NCT,
confusing.
Well, it's
You're making
NCT
NCT more
WSV.
What?
Wei Shenvi.
Well, I know,
but yeah, they don't put
it
that.
doesn't
It's
say
because
that
it's
anywhere.
No, yeah, they're 100% making it more confusing.
Yeah, they're gonna confuse
it's-
everyone.
it's
by
'cause
not
there's a different
calling it
company.
NCT.
Am I
Yeah.
gonna have to bust out the old joke? Nobody knows what NCT is. Like,
Yeah, no, yeah, there are people that, yeah, that's a really old, truly Daebak joke. Nobody understands NCT.
Yeah.
I still don't understand NCT. All right, this is
On to
the
topic 4.
the last topic, and we're going to start it off with the general categories. Jacob, that's your cue.
All right. First off, we got Breakout Artist of the Year. First off, we have Civica, Icon, Momoland, Monsta X, Hanomeko, and VAV. And the winner is Momoland. And I think this comes as no surprise to anyone.
Like, no surprise. Like, if Momoland didn't win this award, like, people were going to destroy us on the internet. Like,
Yeah.
everyone,
all 4 of us voted for it.
everyone in the Philippines would just like put like a bounty on my head for not voting for Momo if I didn't vote for Momo.
Traitor.
Like, no, seriously,
Yeah.
like like because I'm pretty sure because Nancy looks like some Filipina like actress or like some like famous person in the Philippines, so that's literally the only reason why Momoland is popular over there. That's literally all it takes for anyone to get popular in the Philippines is just like, oh my god, you look like a
Someone looks
Filipino,
like
or oh my god, you made a reference to the Philippines. We love you forever. Like, that's all it takes to win people over in the Philippines. So Philippines, I love you. Please stand me.
Yeah, I think some people are like questioning why we had like Icon and Monsta X on there, and just like they're
Well, Icon,
They
I
were
think, is
big.
the
Oh,
only
Icon totally
point of
deserves-
contention, in my opinion.
they were like both of them were pretty big last year, but like I think
But-
this year they both
No,
blew up like
but-
way more.
Like, Love Scenario took Icon to a
Yep.
completely different level. Like, I know they had like
Yeah.
maybe like they were hitting like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 on the charts or whatever. Maybe they would get like, but they kind of fell off a bit last year. I feel. I was checking charts, or rankings or whatever for singles, but like Love Scenario was just like it was just like a syndrome. It was a thing in Korea where basically I believe
Yeah,
it
for sure.
it broke the
Every
record.
kid was singing Love Scenario.
Yeah,
in
and I
Korea.
think it broke the record for like consecutive like at number 1 for on the charts like for I forget how many weeks, but it was a good
Wait,
like
really? It beat
wa-
G's record?
it was a good like 3 or 4 months I believe where Love Scenario was like number 1 on I forget which chart exactly, but yeah, I feel like that's why I feel like that's why Icon deserved to be at least nominated for it. But the thing is though,
Yeah.
like Momoland, I feel like encompasses the entirety of Breakout
yeah.
Artist of the Year, where literally we were covering Momoland in 2017. Like in 2017, like we were covering some of their songs, but
Yeah, we talked about them in releases.
yeah, but I mean, like seriously, like Boom Boom is like a movement. Like they're playing it just again, freaking Filipinos. They're playing Boom Boom at like Filipino like line dancing parties and everything. Like it's become Gangnam Style for Philip. Like that's how big this song is, and that's how big Momoland is. And of all the groups that if you're like, okay, anyone that we would have expected to nominate at the beginning of 2018, I would have not expected Momoland to be
think
on
of
here.
2017 Momoland with their dabbing and shit. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, the dabbing song was not good.
yeah.
But I've liked all their other songs.
Yeah, I mean, just like they literally just like
yeah, I never
came out.
expected
They
this.
came out of nowhere, literally, where no one had heard of Momoland before. And
but when
now
are we getting a
everyone-
Momoland X Momo collab?
Yeah, where's
She was in the show
yeah? She was in Finding Momoland.
because she was she's friends with Nancy because Nancy used to be a JYP trainee. But yeah, I actually kind of want to watch that show. I still haven't.
Yeah, same.
But no, yeah, I agree. I think they literally like embody this award.
Yeah.
That was pretty obviously them.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we have Best New Female Artist. The nominees are (G)I-DLE, Fromis9, GWSN, IZ*ONE, Khan, and Luna. And the winner is, and I feel like this is not a huge surprise either, but it was a very contentious category.
I was to say,
I don't think it's a huge surprise. And the winner is (G)I-DLE.
I think it's going to be a surprise more than you
How
think.
is it a surprise?
Do you think more people would pick
Because
IZ*ONE?
people think we'd pick Luna.
I mean,
we have a Luna
yeah.
cast.
I mean, yeah.
But we also have a produce cast as well.
yes.
and a produce cast, yeah. Plus
This also
Fromis
was unanimous.
had Love Bomb. This was unanimous, but if you look at like the predictions from Discord and stuff, like there were a lot,
most people
there's a lot
picking
more,
like Luna and
Lunas
stuff?
It's not most,
Okay.
like it's like half (G)I-DLE.
So
But, like,
I would have picked Luna if their debut EP was better.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I think that's
I love
really
their
what oofed
debut.
it for me. Well, it was
same.
good, but I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10.
I give it a
know?
9.
Yeah.
Like, whereas, like, I feel like it was one of the best EPs of the entire year.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's nominated
Yeah.
for mini album of the year, but I mean, I think that's what it came down to ultimately for me as well. Where, again, it's like I love Luna, but I think like with Idol, like I guess maybe what hurt Luna in the long run was the anticipation. It was never going to live up to like the hype that they were
The
building.
hype, yeah.
But I mean,
Actually,
what? I mean, with (G)I-DLE, like they literally they came out of not really out of nowhere because I mean they're Cube, but just like the amount, like the way they've taken Korea by storm is just incredible. Just like how big Soyeon has gotten in Korea is just incredible.
Didn't they win #1 in like their first week of debut?
Yeah, which is what, like, who does that? And then freaking Soyeon produces most of the tracks.
Yep.
And then she went on to do like her and Miyeon did like Pop Stars and everything. Like (G)I-DLE as a group has just had, it's probably one of the most insane like first years of any like girl group, guy group like ever.
Totally.
Just like the trajectory, like it's like the switch of like freaking like Nintendo Switch of K-pop or whatever. It's just like an insane first year because I'd say between Latata, Han, and then freaking Pop Stars, like 3 huge songs all from like members of one group is just like I don't know how they top this. I honestly don't know how they top this.
For me, honestly, I think another reason I picked (G)I-DLE is because like they're starting to reach levels that are similar, for me at least, that reach like early 4-minute. And
definitely.
That really excites me as far as like how much I like them. So if they can keep this up, like they'll become one of my top like new generation groups easily.
Hot take. I'd probably say I like Latata more than I do Hot Issue. So sorry, but
Well, it's different era, so
different eras. But I mean,
Yeah.
if you put a gun to my head and I'd pick Latata like immediately.
well, Discord hated that song, so we'll get in the song rating. Hot Issue was pretty low, so they hated on early 4-minute.
disgusting.
So
Hot
that's not a
Issue
hot
is
take.
like an icon
That's
of
not
its
a hot take
generation.
for them
good.
at all.
good.
But I totally lied. Almost everyone picked Luna for our pick for best new female artist. So it is a huge surprise.
Sorry, guys.
It's like it's 4 (G)I-DLEs, 2 IZ*ONEs, and all of the rest Lunas.
So yeah, again,
So-
if you don't agree with this, make sure
Well,
to
this
vote
is-
for
this is
Luna or
Discord.
whatever. Yeah.
This is Discord picking what they thought we would pick.
Yeah, so
Yep.
if you
So-
think that Luna deserves to win the fan vote, definitely, again, in the description,
go.
you have go to
vote.
the forum. Go to the forum and vote for
But-
everyone you think should win.
Yeah,
Yep.
but yeah, with what you guys were saying about (G)I-DLE, like I 100% agree. Their mini albums easily one of my most listened to mini albums this year.
Yep.
I think
Every
all the
song is
songs
so good.
on it are
Best
every
titles,
song's
too.
my favorite song
Like-
on the album.
Yeah,
So-
not even as a joke. Like if we were to make if Maze was a title track, it'd
Yeah,
probably
that
be
was
like
Oh
my
my
top
God.
10.
Oh my god.
If we made B-side of the year, I think Maze would be.
Oh,
on this.
Maze would win.
Yeah.
Maze would
Possibly
definitely win. Like I'm embarrassed with how long. I think I spent an entire day at work just listening to Maze like on repeat. It's that good.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I think if we did do a B-side like this year, for me it'd be a toss-up between Maze, Black Pearl, and Circus.
But
Like it's just, yeah, like Maze is fantastic. I listen to it all the time. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm reading this. All right, best new male artist. We have ATEEZ, Hoya, JBJ95, PLT, Stray Kids, and The Boys with a Z.
For those that are wondering why the boys are on the Rookie of the Year category, again, our nomination period is from December 2017 to November 2018, and the boys debuted in December of 2017. So, in this award category, they're still considered a rookie group, and they obviously this honestly like complicated things. We'll get to it later, but after the winner, but.
All right, and I feel like this is the one that's even less surprising to me, at least. And the winner is Stray Kids. I feel like they've had one of the most solid debuts like I've ever seen.
Oh,
like
100%.
like debut
Easy.
year. It's super. They were really, really strong, and
No,
I hope they
like-
can build momentum in 2019 for sure. They deserve
yeah,
it.
like yesterday they put out like this crazy hype video of all the things that happened in 2018 and all the things that are happening in 2019, and I'm just like, oh my god, they're just going even harder than they did last year somehow.
Yeah,
with like a tour and like their first concert and more music and reality show and like just all this stuff they're doing. It's insane.
And like, if you think about it, they put 4 mini albums out in 1 year. Like, who does that? Who puts 4
nobody
mini
does
albums
that.
out in 1 year? What the hell?
Yeah,
I mean,
and not
granted,
only.
I guess mixtape is like cheating or whatever. They worked on it like the year before, but
still, even 3 mini albums is high end for like most
Yeah.
groups. And on top of that, like it said in the video, I think 36 self-produced songs, like self-produced songs.
Who does that?
Like, exactly.
like
They're all self-produced. Like they're like Jacob said. It's just I think I could definitively say they've had the best debut of any K-pop group ever. Like,
and not just
I
that.
think I
Like,
can say that. Like,
they set the bar so high for any other boy group that's debuting. Like even like the new big hit group is gonna have a hard time to I feel like
Yeah, like
hit
at
the
least in
same
my
level
mind.
that Stray Kids
Yeah.
is, honestly.
yeah, in terms of quality and stuff. Like, obviously, that group's gonna be like way more popular probably just because big hit and like BTS hype.
But I
Like,
mean,
they're just cheating. But like in terms of like quality and music and that type of thing, like an artistry,
Stray Kids
like,
is unmatched.
Stray Kids, yeah,
Yep.
just blows everyone out of the water. But on
Sure.
the like saying that, I still think the boys did an insanely good job.
They did incredible.
They definitely deserve. I think they're probably all of our second place. Side note: Cooper didn't vote for Stray Kids because he's a crazy person, and he was like #1 Stray Kids fan, and now he just hates them. Apparently, he voted for PLT.
Wait, I didn't
he didn't even vote for the boys
Oh my
either.
god, he didn't even vote
He
for the
voted for
boys.
PLT.
Fake fan.
Did he introduce himself as like he's like
As-
the boys is just one of his like top
This is
two
number
like,
two.
group-
I think he said his #2 group for
What the
guy group or whatever after
God
NCT,
dang it, Cooper.
and he didn't
Oh,
even vote
no.
for the boys. But yeah, I think the boys did amazing. Obviously, you guys love PLT.
Obviously, yeah. But ATEEZ is a freaking
I was gonna say
pirate
ATEEZ
king.
ATEEZ came out of nowhere with that debut, and
I
they
mean-
just put out their second song, and they're continuing it. Like,
Yeah, like,
solid
pretty much- if it
music.
wasn't
I'm
for-
excited for them.
If it wasn't for Aubrey being like, "Oh my God, KQ fellas," like super hardcore into that, like
God,
we were.
I hated that name.
I hated
so
it.
I
much.
still-
ATEEZ
I-
is so
no,
much
I-
better.
No, I still wish they could have would have just called themselves just fellas. I think that would have been great. I love that.
that would have been good.
ATEEZ is pretty catchy though. I thought
Yeah.
it was weird at first, but ATEEZ is like way better. I know
I
some
like
people
it.
might be like, why is Hoya on here? But anyone that if you leave a
Yeah,
group,
he's 80 years old.
if you leave a group and then you debut as a solo artist, you'll be able to qualify for best new male. So so for best new female, like I don't know, freaking Yubin or something would qualify for that because she's a new artist or that sort of thing. Or Sun or I don't know, Sunmi was making solo music
like
in
last year,
2014.
or not 2015. I guess
2015. So
technically,
like basically,
so.
if you're a group, you either leave a group or the group disbands. You'll be and you start a new solo career. You'll be eligible for the best new male artist category.
Yep. All right, moving on. We're on to Label of the Year. Nominees are Big Hit Entertainment, Happy Face Entertainment, JYP Entertainment, Planetarium Records, Back to Entertainment, SM Entertainment, Starship Entertainment.
Yeah, the only
right.
one, the black sheep, the literal black sheep. All the like screenshots are like, or all the images are white except for Planetarium Records because they have a black and white logo.
Yep. And the winner is JYP.
Not surprising at all.
Not surprising
I think
at all.
the rationale for me is like the huge, I guess, initiative from JYP, the like JYP 2.0,
definitely.
with like new studios and like specific task forces for each group they have.
Yeah.
More emphasis on like mental health and stuff like that. It's like super great stuff. Also, like they had like Stray Kids debut, like we were just saying, was fantastic. Twice was pretty solid. Besides Dance the Night Away,
GOT7.
GOT7 was really good.
Dance the Night Away.
No, GOT7 was great. Basically, like I think they definitely had a really strong year. Like as far as music, I'd probably still go for SM, but I think they have a tendency to screw over people too often.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. So
I couldn't pass up JYP in that
JYP, I feel like JYP sets the standard for the big three or just any like label when
nowadays.
It comes to,
yeah,
basically just with how popular their artists. Like Twice is just ruling the world right now with how just ridiculously popular they are.
Well, like JYP's never in the news for screwing their artists over. Like YG
knock on wood.
and
Knock on
SM
wood.
you know?
Hopefully we'll never hear that. But I mean, of the three, JYP definitely seems like he puts the most like heart and soul into his company.
Yeah,
and like,
well, I mean, they literally passed YG. Like they were number 3 and now they're number 2. So.
Yeah, I mean, I wish nothing but the best for JYP, honestly, just because I'm so excited to see what like the Japanese girl group or like the new like Korean girl group or like they had a Chinese like boy group that debuted in 2018. Like they were very young, so but like JYP is of the big three or just any label, honestly.
Very global minded as well.
They're global minded and they're the most exciting of the labels. Like I'm just so excited for everything that's coming out of that label, honestly, just because they're pretty much they're making everyone else just adjust to whatever they're doing. Basically, they're setting new trends by letting like with Stray Kids like self-producing or all this sort of stuff or like with Twice and like they embody label of the year.
As a company, I think they're definitely the most. At least outright most innovative.
Yeah.
You know, like they're not trying to stay to these old like Korean business ways, you know. Looking forward, I guess, to the future. And I think JYP 2.0 really was like a proper like rebirth for the company.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. You guys can't see our personal votes, but I'm the only one who didn't vote for JYP. And I think like my reasoning for that is like it's a weird reasoning. It's kind of like dumb, but what like in my mind, Twice at this point is a self-propelling rocket that doesn't require any work. So JYP didn't do anything with Twice, and then Stray Kids produced all their own music, so they just ran themselves as well. So I was like, oh, all their success this year was like groups that just do their own like that work on their own basically at this point. So I gave it to Starship, and I think I want to get like I 100% agree that JYP should win this award, but like it was just my weird dumb reasoning that I didn't vote for them. But I want to shout out Starship because of how insanely good shootout exactly.
Monsta X and
but yeah, and even Soyu put out really good definitely. Solo stuff this year.
Great music.
So yeah, between Uju Sonyo, how good both them and Monsta X did this year, and so I wanted to shout them out. And then also,
Sure.
I 100% I nominated Happy Face, so because they had the balls to sue YG.
And I mean,
Also,
hey,
Dreamcatcher is great.
yeah, obviously
I love it.
Dreamcatcher.
is, but obviously, like, the reason I was like they have to be on this list was like they literally had the balls to sue one of the big three.
I forgot.
So-
why did they sue YG?
Because-
for? I
because-
They wanted to
because
hold
of Mix
Dreamcatcher.
Nine.
They wanted to hold.
No,
them-
it wasn't.
Oh,
it wasn't
Mix Nine.
Dreamcatcher. The number one male trainee was a Happy Face trainee.
Oh yeah, because that's like
So
HF
like
and
Jeez.
they
HF.
were like. So like, and then YG, the whole contract of like the groups being like completely garbage and screwing over the companies. They're
I
like,
can't
screw
see
you,
YG
we're not
winning
going to
that.
handle.
I can't see
They're
it.
like, we're not just going to let you try to take advantage of all of us smaller entertainment companies. We're going to sue the hell out of you.
Yeah,
So
and they
Hopefully
won.
it becomes class action. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they won, right?
Oh, really?
I'm not sure.
Hopefully
I
they
don't
did.
remember. I don't know
But,
if they settled or what happened, but
Maybe something, but I'm pretty sure they came out on top of that or something. But
yeah. I don't think they like came out on the bottom. At least it was either like they settled or they won.
Yep. All right. Next category. Andrew, do you want to take it from here?
all right, so we have a special guest doing the announcing of this category. So, Umu, take it away.
Hello, viewers of Truly Daebak. My name is Umu, and I am the channel runner of React to the K. Today, I am here to announce Truly Daebak's #1 producer of 2018. The list of nominees are as follows: 3RACHA, Andreas Oberg, Daniel Obi Klein, Charlie Taft, B.I., Full Bloom, Monotree, and The Stereotypes. So, who is their #1 producer of 2018? The winner is 3RACHA! Congratulations to 3RACHA from Stray Kids. They have worked on a crazy amount of songs in 2018 and are definitely monster rookies and monster composing rookies too. All of us can't wait to see what they come up with next in the years to come. Now moving on to the other categories.
All right, thank you, Umu, for presenting that category. And we definitely were. I don't think did I vote for 3RACHA? No, I voted for the Stereotypes. But I mean,
no, you were the odd man out.
because I felt like they deserved it for Bad Boy. But I mean, like 3RACHA definitely deserves the. I don't mind them winning, honestly, just because the recognition.
Yeah.
For being, arguably, or setting the standard for like self-produced like boy groups and like outside and the stuff that they do on
100%.
like SoundCloud and everything is just incredible.
Yeah.
And I hope Nate, I really hope your prediction comes true where they start producing for other JYP groups.
Oh yeah, God,
Dude, give me
that's
like,
one of my biggest
twice
wishes.
doing a Stray Kids song. That'd be
I know,
the most
exactly.
Hell yeah.
amazing thing. Or they produce for ITZY or whatever the group is called. If they're like an EXY group, that'd be so cool.
If that group ends up becoming what we expect
Girl
it to
Crush,
be and like being a more girl crush like G
Yeah.
Idol type group,
You need
I can
3RACHA.
100%
You
see
need
3RACHA.
3RACHA. Or
Yeah,
3RACHA, or
100%
however it's
see them.
pronounced. Yeah.
It's 3RACHA.
Okay. But I mean,
Well, it's the reason it's 3RACHA is because in Korean, Suri
Saracha.
Rak. Yeah.
Yeah.
ooh.
Suri Raksha.
And maybe they like maybe they
or
like
yeah.
sracha sauce. I actually
Who
didn't start.
doesn't? Who doesn't like Sriracha?
I actually didn't start eating sriracha sauce
Frickin'
until
maniacs.
like last year. Like not gonna lie, I like spicy stuff, but I didn't like that or I didn't have a taste for it particularly until last year. So, but I put sriracha on everything now.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
And
Alright.
the last group of categories are our Day Song Awards. So these are the
Yes.
like the most important
X
ones.
of the
So-
year.
X of the year, that
Like,
sort of thing. And
yeah.
they are the only categories that have 9 nominees. So we're going full on like Oscars or like yeah, because like, Oscars has like freaking 10 nominees for like Best
Yeah.
Picture or whatever. So we're on that status. So starting off with Song of the Year. So Jacob, that's you.
Thank God I only have one of these two now because I'm losing my voice.
we haven't even
Song
gotten
of
an
the
hour
Year.
yet.
All right. The nominees are Baby Don't Stop by NCTU, Bad Boy by Red Velvet, Get It by Pristine V, La Vie en Rose by Eyes One, La Ta Ta by G Idol, Love Bomb by From Is 9, Love Scenario by Icon, Pop Stars by KDA, and Siren by Sunmi. And the winner is Bad Boy by Red Velvet.
I mean, was it any surprise? Was it any surprise, honestly?
I think
This
out
is-
of any category, this and Stray Kids being best new male group like are the most obvious for us.
Yeah, this for me, like this is one of the only songs that like rivals Heartshaker as far as like how many times I've played it. Like I spam the crap out of Bad Boy. If you combine like the Korean version, the bootleg English version that I got from Kpop.
You recorded it? It's just...
Yeah, and I literally would listen to it like all the time, and then I like put it in iTunes and everything. And then
I did too.
the real English version, which we finally got because people were begging for it. They're like, "Oh my god, this exists!"
Actually,
And,
when I was going through my library the past week, I finally deleted the bootleg version. I was like, oh yeah, I have the real version now. I don't need this garbage on the library anymore. But yeah, I like for me, obviously, I've talked about it a lot, and like "Get It" by Pristine V is my personal song of the year. But I didn't vote for it because this like "Bad Boy" is easily like truly Daebak's song of the year.
I think for K-pop as a whole though, like it's like the K-pop song that people remember 2018 for as well.
Yeah, exactly.
At least what we remembered it for. And I feel like it kind of feels like Bad Boy and that entire comeback and that entire promotion and how many versions we got of English and doing that crazy performance at KCON where they do the English version. I feel like it's Red Velvet's defining song. It's when I think Red Velvet, I think Bad Boy immediately now. Yeah. And like, and I say this as a huge, like I worship freaking Russian Roulette. Like Russian Roulette is like one of my favorite songs, but I mean, Bad Boy just overtook it immediately just because it's that good of a song. So
yeah, I agree. But yeah, obviously there's other. This is our song of the year category, so all other 8 are just insanely good.
Yeah, it's so hard to pick, obviously, and I mean, like even Pop Stars got a nomination, and I mean, like that's how much we love this song. Where it literally just came out in like I don't know October or November or whatever, and it ended up being in our song of the year.
I think out of this list, the 8 of the 9 songs are songs I've spammed so much this year. Love Bomb, obviously.
Love Bomb is that's a Discord staple now. Like you have to every time there's a performance video.
Rule. Yep.
You have to
and
post
that's actually
what
Cooper voted for. As the winner. He was the odd man out.
But I mean, like friggin' from his 9's trajectory though, like they landed. I were literally at the beginning of the year. I literally went from like I could care less about From His 9, and then I had my like NCT Come to Jesus moment at KCON. I'm just like, holy shit, Duggan's amazing. And then friggin' Love Bomb comes out. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's crazy just looking at this list. Like 4 of the nominations are from rookie girl groups.
Yeah, like rookie groups. Like, it's insane.
Like, it's just utterly insane. Like, obviously, we have IZ*ONE's debut was far and away like insanely better than any of us expected it to be.
You mean CLC? You mean CLC?
Should have been CLC's song.
Rip.
And then like we talked about like a G-Idle a ton. Like Lots of Time is insane. Pop Stars is insane, and Love Bomb just came out of nowhere. Like we were on the From His hype train because of like Dugan and 22nd Century Girl, but when Love Bomb came out, we're just like it just came out of nowhere and took it to the next level, I think. But everything on this list definitely deserved it. Nomination. Okay, anything else you want to move on?
Nope. We can move on. Mini album of the year, that's you, Nate.
Yep. So for mini album of the year, the nominees are I Am by G-Idle, I Am Not by Stray Kids.
I couldn't help but it took me.
No,
I tried so hard not to laugh when I was recording this because I was like, I Am by G-Idle. I Am Not by Stray Kids.
It's so good.
Just the chance of them, I Am and I Am Not, just like being right at like both nominated was just funny as hell.
Yep. Nightmare Escape the Era by Dreamcatcher, One Shot Two Shot by Boa, Red Diary Page 2 by Bopogon Sa, Something New by Taeyeon, The Connect Deja Vu by Monsta X, Warning by Sunmi, and Uju Please, or WJ Please by Uju Sonyo. And the Truly Daebak Mini Album of the Year award goes to The Connect Deja Vu by Monsta X. Something no one saw coming
I was
in a
definitely the odd
million
man out here,
years.
I
That's why, honestly, that's why I love that we have 4 people now, because we just like, whoops, something randomly ends up winning because there's just so
This
many
is-
good choices.
Yeah. So like I'll front runner the conversation on this one because it's definitely mine and Cooper's fault. But I honestly I can definitively I know a lot of you guys use like Last.fm or iTunes or stuff to like count your plays or whatever. And for me, I listen almost like 95% of the music I listen to is in my car. So
Yeah.
like I don't really have a way to count how many plays I have. But there's literally no question that this mini album is my most played mini album of the year, like by far, and possibly one of my most played mini albums like ever, not counting second gen girl groups, which I was listening to for 7 years now or whatever. But like, yeah, this is one of my most played albums of all time, and I think all the songs on it are fantastic. And on top of that, they were all performed insanely well live.
Oh, God,
so
definitely,
like
yeah.
hearing Special and like all those songs live was just so good. I had to give it to Monsta X. Like I know a lot of people probably won't be happy with this pick because I know like Monsta X is pretty like contentious. I feel like, at least in our Discord,
in our community.
But yeah, in our community, obviously they're really well loved in K-pop fandom nowadays. But yeah, I just had to give it to him, and Cooper had the same thoughts. So
I'm
they won.
surprised you picked Monsta X over Dreamcatcher. In all honesty, I thought you would have given it to Dreamcatcher, but
That would have been
Yeah.
amazing if you gave it to Dreamcatcher, because then all 4 of us would have picked something different.
yeah, I mean, and
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Funny.
Like 4 people trying to pick like out of 9. Like it's still
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
so hard to get.
so
Yeah.
hard. Like again, like
And
good.
yeah, I was gonna say a funny thing happened with this for our nominations. We actually all nominated the 4 Stray Kids albums. Like we each picked a different Stray Kids
Like I
album.
did mixtape, like
So,
when he did like,
like-
yeah, I am not, I am who,
I am not.
I had I'm Who, and Cooper had I'm Me, and then yeah, you had mixtape, and so yeah, like technically by our rules, no Stray Kids album would have been nominated, but we're like, screw this. We all know that Stray Kids deserves to be nominated. We just need to
Yeah.
pick which one. And yeah, it came down to I Am Not. But yeah, all 4 of us picked a different Stray Kids album
I mean,
to nominate.
again, I personally voted for I Am Not for mini album of the year, but again, I have no problem giving Monsta X a Daysong award because
Yeah,
I feel
for
like,
sure.
oh my god, just like the year they had was incredible. So
For
like,
me, I'm pretty much okay with any of these winning except for WJSN, because you can watch it.
You
I
gave
wasn't
it a
crazy about it.
7.
Yeah.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was good, but like, I don't know. It definitely doesn't blow me away like these other
Yeah.
albums do.
But yeah, everything else on this list is, yeah, like you said, I think well deserving. We've talked about a lot of them. We haven't talked about Boa or Dreamcatcher much, or Taeyeon. Yeah, obviously Dreamcatcher finishing up the Nightmare saga with another amazing song, and another album full of amazing tracks. Boa, One Shot, Two Shot, her first mini album.
First mini album
Boa's
after like
first mini album
In almost 20 years.
in 20 years of a career.
Holy
Her
shit.
first mini album came out, and it was easily a 10 out of 10. Taeyeon obviously just putting out what she does.
I listen to something new at least once a day. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
At least once a day.
I actually haven't listened to it too much. I think I've listened to it less than it deserves. But obviously it's amazing. And yeah, Circus, I think you mentioned earlier, is one of her best songs.
Also, like what I ended up going for number 1 was Sunmi's Warning, just because I just
Surprise,
personally,
surprise.
Well, not even with my Son Be Biased. Like I just
Yeah. No, it's
I really
insanely
love
good album.
that mini album. Like I know a lot of people probably wouldn't vote for it because Gashina came out last year technically, but
Yeah.
still I still think it deserved to be on an album, and I think it still fits perfectly on the album where it is. So yeah. Also the fact that 2 of the albums are only half songs, but still, I just love it so much. I
Yeah.
listen to it a lot, and also like in order. So I don't know. I really like the album and its composition and everything. I need a full album from her soon.
Yeah. Andrew, what are your thoughts on mini album?
Well, I mean, not much else to say other than again, they deserve. Monsta X
Monsta X
deserves.
got it.
Yeah,
For sure.
They definitely deserve a day song.
100%.
Okay. Move on to album of the year.
This one was
which
tough.
I'm also presenting.
Oh, this was very contentious.
This was the most contentious within Truly Daebak, and we'll get to that. But the nominees are Don't Mess Up My Tempo by EXO, Gemini 2 by Yoon Mi-rae, Poet Artist by Jonghyun, Regular Irregular by NCT 127, Return by iKON, Take One Are You There by Monsta X, The Great Seungri by Seungri, The Story of Light by SHINee, and Woman by BoA. And the award, the Truly Daebak Album of the Year, goes to The Story of Light by SHINee.
Yes, so good. That's the album where the whole meme of everything being my favorite song came from, because it's
That's
true. Every song is so
is
good. I
true.
can't pick a favorite, and I just can't help
Yeah.
but say it. Like I was really, really happy with how that album turned out, and I don't know, just I'm really proud of SHINee for being able to, I guess, like push forward and release music of this quality even after, such a big loss. But
Yeah.
I feel like it was definitely the biggest honor to Jonghyun post his death, and I think it turned out amazingly.
Yeah, if you go back to our review episode of it, like I literally say, I'm like, this is my album of the year, and it's gonna be very hard to top this as my album of the year,
Yeah.
and nothing did. Yeah, like Jacob said, I think every album on the song's fantastic, or every song on the album's fantastic. Literally, the last music video makes me cry horribly. Just, yeah, it was such a good honor, and with Onyu already in the military and other members going soon, I felt like they deserved this before they left. But
For sure.
now where its contention comes in is Cooper and Andrew were vehemently opposed and wanted Don't Mess Up My Tempo to win.
And
And
that's
we
no
were
slight.
like, hell no. I was like, I
That's
didn't
n-
even give that album a 10.
That's not. You gave that album a 10. What are you talking about?
No, I didn't. I gave it a 9.
Okay, I gave it a 10 then. Yeah, that's weird. Again, that's weird. I'm not used to giving higher scores than
I
you guys.
I think I gave it a 9 or an 8.
I loved the album, but like,
Yeah.
there are a couple songs on there that
But no,
just
like I
kept
said,
it from there.
that is like again. It's no slight against SHINee, but I feel like "Don't Mess Up My Tempo" is the greatest album EXO has ever released, and I'd say that as a huge EXO fan that's loved most of their I'm hit or miss on some of other parts of their discography, but like I very rarely give 10s, and I very rarely like every song, and pretty much this was as close as I could get to liking every song, and don't like this entire comeback of, or like this entire album of Don't Mess Up My Tempo, and the tempo like comeback and the music video and the choreography and everything. It reminded me why I love EXO so much, and it reminded me why EXO's easily my favorite boy group of all time. And like that being said, like with the moment of the year, Kpop moment of the year of them performing at the Olympics or whatever. Like I said, I remember saying on that episode where I said like that was my proudest moment as an EXO-L fan, like seeing them just be on like the biggest stage in the world essentially. And I love them so much. So, and I think they're gonna start going off into the military as well soon. So this might be the last.
Yep.
It's probably the last album with 8, and arguably the last album with 9, because I feel like Lay is just gone. He's just way too popular in China at this point to justify like having him come back for EXO albums.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is definitely like their grand, their magnum opus, and it was incredible. But I don't mind that the Story of Light won, because I still think that was a great album as well. And again, this is really hard. Again, a lot of people would like be in favor of Return by Icon. Like that album did insane. Poet Artist, obviously. Incredible album. I gave a regular a 9 too as well. So freaking Take One, Are You There? I loved Woman by Boa. I believe I gave a 10 as well. Like again, it's just very,
that's the only album that got the throbbing shiny.
Yeah,
it was Woman.
It's just like a unanimous.
It's the only one so far.
Because
Someday someone else will get it.
It's very hard to get a unanimous vote now that we changed our our rating structure.
Yeah, rating system. Yeah.
We were really close on giving another one recently, though.
Yeah, maybe, but I forget exactly. But I mean,
yeah.
It's another situation where literally all of them you can make a strong argument for album of the year. But it had to go to one. It had to go to one artist.
Was it Day 6? Was it you, Andrew, that you screwed up? Because
I didn't give Day 6 a 10.
You liked it.
Yeah, I think you guys gave
Umu
gave it a
10. I gave it a 10.
We all gave it a 10 except for you. You screwed it up.
Oh well,
that's right. But no, I want to shout out because it was literally me and Jacob versus Cooper and Andrew, and none of us would back down. So we decided we would rank all 9 albums personally, and then add up their scores or whatever to see what would win.
The lowest.
And the lowest. So if Story of Light was 1 and X was 2, that's how many points they got, and whoever got the lowest points wins. And actually tied with EXO is Seungri, which no one would have predicted in a million years. Album is I mean beginning of last year, no one would have predicted a Seungri album would be front runner for album of the year.
Hot take. It's the best Big Bang solo album ever released. It blows anything.
It gives Coup d'etat a run for its money.
No, I'd put it better. I like it better than Coup d'etat. I'm sorry.
I really love Coup d'etat. It's one of my favorite albums.
I think it's the best Big Bang album. Period.
That's a hot take. That is a hot take. Holy shit.
That's one of my favorite albums of all time. That's why this year, the run up, or the categories were so insanely hard to vote for. Because I honestly, the amount of times I've listened to Seungri's album is just insane. And
also, shout out to Women. Shout out to Women losing by only 1 point.
Shout out to all women on the planet.
Yeah, definitely. But
all of them.
I wouldn't mind if Boa won, honestly. But
yeah, Boa, almost won.
Yeah. All right, and to close out the 2019 Truly Daebak Awards, we have Artist of the Year.
Yep.
The nominees are I-DLE.
You should use your voice.
Boa. BTS. Chungha. NCT 127. Red Velvet. SHINee. Stray Kids. And Sunmi. So this is literally the most packed Artist of the Year that we've had so far. I could not choose.
I was trying not to laugh because I was imagining you saying "I am" and "I am not."
I am by G-IDLE. I am not by Stray Kids.
I swear, if we get something like that next year, where it's it adds up like that, I don't know how I'm gonna do. I don't know how I'm gonna do.
We get 3 of them in a row.
And
winner,
the Truly Daebak 2019 Truly Daebak Award for Artist of the Year, the Grand Day song, goes to, drum roll please.
That's probably annoying.
Boa.
Woo! Get wrecked, everyone.
Everyone in Discord.
Nobody thought Boa would win.
I want to see the faces of everyone that's watching this premiere live.
Everyone we should tell our Discord people to record the reactions.
This is premiering live, or there's going to be a live chat. So I want to see. I want to see the live chat right now. Boa, what the fuck?
I mean, dude, her mini album, 10 out of 10. Her album, 10 out of 10 for me at least.
Her
And-
Japanese album,
10 out of 10.
Yes,
I
for
gave
real.
it 10 out of 10 to
Like,
the Japanese
everything
album.
was so good.
yeah.
Queen of K-pop,
think-
everybody.
I think if you think about it, it's not shocking.
It's not shocking,
It's just
yeah.
nobody thinks about Boa because she's been around for so long.
Yeah.
She's not like a new hot thing like G-Idle or Stray Kids or like
well, I feel like a lot of
BTS
newer
just
fans
just
ignore
don't-
her.
They don't know
exactly.
Boa.
And I think Cooper even admitted to it. He's just like, just don't really know much about her. I don't really listen to her. Like, yeah, it's just she's too old school, I guess. But yeah, like we said, if you think about it, like everything she put out this year, she put out 2 albums and a mini album, and all of them were flawless.
Yeah.
So it's pretty obvious that she would win. Now, on the opposite side of that, Stray Kids almost won this category,
Yeah, Stray
which
Kids
would
was
have
that
been
close.
insane.
Like a rookie winning Artist of the Year would have just been insane. Like, I mean, like,
But I
for,
think
as,
they would have deserved it.
for as much as we love Card, like, even we weren't crazy enough to give Card,
To
like,
do that
frickin-
last year,
We
yeah.
weren't, we're gonna be like, fuck
Yeah.
it, we're giving Card, like, Artist of the Year last year. But like Stray Kids is probably the closest we'll ever get to a rookie like being that good or being that close to an Artist of the Year award, honestly. So, Jacob, what are your thoughts?
For me, I just feel like I think it's like the time period in which I got into K-pop. I just see Boa as like
She's
this
the queen.
Huge, she is. She's the queen
She's
of K-pop. but
literally the
she's
queen
like,
of K-pop.
She's like this huge monolith to me because like when I got into K-pop, like she was one of the only artists that had this huge backlog of music already, and I was like,
Yeah.
who is this and how the heck is she already like have this much music even though she's like the same
'Cause-
age as SNSD for
Like
example.
yeah,
not much
because she
older.
was putting out music
When
when
she
you
was,
were
like,
like 2
13.
years old.
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
were like 2.
Exactly.
Jesus.
But like I'd go back and like look at all her stuff and like it's just I don't know. She just amazes me all the time. So yeah, Boa's one of my favorite artists of all time, and I think this is probably one of the strongest years in her career. Maybe not popularity wise, but I think music wise.
Oh, music wise,
yeah,
this
exactly.
is her
Phenomenal stuff.
This is her best music right now. Like I'd say, you guys are kind of shocked that I picked Boa for artists because I think how did the vote like distribution end up
it was me and Cooper were Stray Kids and you and Jacob were Boa.
Okay, so yeah,
So split 50-50.
it was a split. But I mean, like I guess you're kind of shocked that I picked Boa. But I mean, my reasoning for picking Boa is because, again, I'm not that big of a Boa fan until recently. Basically, like I didn't find her or I only like listened to like only one or whatever. Just like when I was like looking for like random stuff like back in the day. Like that was the only like exposure I had until your radio show where you said you played one of her songs. I forget which one exactly, but like basically, my exposure
it's probably like kiss my lips or
definitely
something
like Kiss
that.
My Lips blew me away, and then after that I started paying attention more to Boa, and once we started doing Truly Daebak, like you guys started getting me into Boa way more, and then with this year again, my ratings or my album ratings were I gave a 9 to One Shot, Two Shot, a 10 to the Japanese album, and a 10 to Woman. So like very rarely does an artist get 2 10s out of me in 1 year, but.
Yeah.
I'd say the reason why I appreciate her like way, or I value her music way more, is one she's consistency is incredible. Just like she doesn't put out bad music like at all.
Yeah.
And two, just the way that Boa's been able to reinvent herself. Like consider she's been putting out music since like the late 90s. And
2000
or like
year
late,
2000.
like early 2000s
Yeah, it was
or
two-
whatever.
it was
Like,
2000.
early 2000s basically. Like she's been putting out music for that long and she's still doing it, and she's still able to like put out music that doesn't seem antiquated or old or at this point. Like she's able to update herself and reinvent her sound over and over again. And that's exactly what I ask for whenever I give bad like album reviews. I'm just like, they're not evolving or they're not like pushing themselves forward. And Boa is literally the embodiment of what I look for in an artist, where they're always pushing themselves towards new directions, new sounds, new genres, new concepts. And again, like Boa of like 2018, 2019 isn't the same Boa that we got in like 2009 or whatever. And just again, that progression is incredible. Just I have to take that into account, and just the incredible songs that she's put out this year, definitely. So Again, I didn't expect that I would give Boa the Artist of the Year, but when I really thought about it, I was like, she's the only one that deserves it, honestly. So,
yeah, I mean, like, I think what I said at the beginning, like, that people won't think about it. Like, if they just go on gut feeling, they wouldn't give it to her. But like, if you think about it, she deserves it. And like, honestly, even I was like guilty of that. Like, I just kind of passed over Boa because I was like, yeah, she had a great year and she deserves it. But like, I didn't really think about it hard enough to be like, yeah, she should win this. But yeah, I 100% agree. I'm actually like really glad that you guys nominated her. Because yeah, I agree. She definitely deserves it.
So that'll do it for the 2019 Truly Daebak Awards. Well, like ending on a shocking turn of events.
I think like
no one's gonna expect this. No one's expecting
two
it.
Two of our day songs are 100% unexpected. No one expects a Boa, and no one expected
Monsta X.
Like, I'm pretty sure Monsta X has 0 votes on the fan vote.
So
and,
again, if you do not agree with
Boa
any
has
of
0
this,
votes too.
if you don't agree with any of these, feel free to join the fan vote in the description, and you will put yourself you'll help influence the Truly Daebak Fan Choice Awards, which are happening from when this episode airs. It's going to happen this Saturday, like at 12 p.m. on the 26th. So, I guess that's about it. I mean, I guess I just want to shout out like everyone that's participated so far in like the fan voting. Obviously, all the nominees are definitely deserving. Everyone that reached out to us, I feel like Andreas Oberg like tweeted about us. He said he was honored to be nominated. Definitely. Definitely.
And
just
I know
like,
Charlie Taft retweeted that tweet.
So yeah, just like everyone that's nominated, definitely shout outs to you, even if you weren't, even if you didn't win. Just like the fact that you're nominated, it means that you mean that much to us here at Truly Daebak.
Yeah,
definitely. So, just closing thoughts, guys. Like on the awards, on the year, I guess.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I think overall I'm really happy with the nominations, just because like even if who exactly I wanted didn't win, I still see they're still represented, and I feel like our nominations are definitely a really great reflection of like I guess all our favorite stuff of the year, and
100%.
You know, just a representation, I guess, of us as a whole. I guess that's why I kind of like doing this stuff at the end of the year.
Definitely.
And you know, giving props to everybody who deserves props. And yeah,
Nate, closing thoughts.
Yeah. So for me, yeah, like Jacob said, I think this is a great collection of nominations from us. I want to shout out people in Discord. Putting together like different stuff. Stu putting together this fan vote contest thing, or this prediction contest.
We'll find out who wins. Honestly, we'll once we tally the votes, we'll definitely contact whoever wins on Discord. But I'm excited to see. to see who wins, honestly, because I have no idea who's gonna get the most.
Well, also because he had their results from their mama predictions, so he said there's like a grudge match going on to see if you can retain your title or not. Except Cooper won that, and he can't participate anymore, so he's disqualified.
Amazing.
But yeah, shout out to everyone in Discord that participated. Shout out to everyone that's done the survey. Hopefully you come hang out with us when we do the fan vote. Yep. Shout out to Andrew for putting in an utterly insane amount of work to get all this stuff together.
Dude, Truly Daebak Awards are so hectic. You guys should see this.
Yeah, no, it's Andrew carries the majority of it on his back. So definitely shout out for doing all that.
Especially the nomination videos and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The
nomination videos
like 30 hours or whatever.
Yeah, I know pretty much. Yeah, I got like 5 hours of sleep like in that entire week. But I mean, like we probably care about this way more than we should, considering our our standing in the YouTube ecosystem. But this is a passion project for me. It's a passion project
Yeah.
for us. I love that we get to sort of share our
Yeah.
opinions in this, and I hope that one day, like if we're doing this like 6 years down the line, that people will actually like be like, hey, Truly Daebak Awards
Care about
actually
it.
means something, and I hope that everyone like in our community and in Discord and all across the internet, like hopefully it'll mean something to you. I mean, obviously, don't consider this the be all end all. This ultimately is our own thoughts. Like, don't be too
Personal
salty
thoughts,
that oh my god, BTS didn't win an award. But I mean, it doesn't take away from what they've done this year. So,
Well, I think also like they've been recognized at least
For
so
long. And they were nominated.
Yeah. Well,
They're
yeah, that's what I
nominated,
mean. It's
so.
like they've been recognized for so long anyways. It's kind of a given. Also, like we didn't forget about them. We
nominated them.
nominated them when we felt they deserved it.
Yeah, they're nominated
And
for both artist and best new
Also,
artist.
another thing I really love about
moment.
this is like a lot of times we use this time to recognize people who aren't as like popular and stuff. Like
like we literally
Beanie
like Guinea Beanie,
Beanie.
Gaho,
Sifika.
Sifika
Yeah.
from his nine. From his nine's growing, obviously, but like
Yeah,
know,
before this
GWSN
year.
for
Yoon Junction,
debuts.
like
Yeah,
normal
Yoon Junction.
K-pop fans don't know him at all.
Yoonha,
Yeah, exactly.
like again, like there's
Yeah,
I
you
just-
know exactly.
that's-
I feel like that's one of the best things about our channel is that nobody is exempt. I
Yeah.
guess.
yeah,
You know,
everyone.
we try to give everybody a fair
you
chance.
could you could have like 10 views on your music video, and we just randomly find you on the releases list, or you could have like 1 billion views or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like we try to treat everything on equal standing, if you really do deserve it. And I hope that comes through in the nominations and the winners, and I just hope that comes through as just the shining or the defining trait of Truly Daebak. Just that
real.
that thing.
Yeah, like we said, it's a ton of work, but it's also like a ton of fun, so it's like worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put a lot of love into this. So if you enjoyed this whole spiel, this whole Truly Daebak Awards, please subscribe to our channel if you're new. Please like all of the videos so that they help provide more exposure. And again, share this with your friends. Share this. Oh, these people put a lot of work into making a K-pop award show on their own. We literally made the K-pop Grammy Awards, and no one's doing it. So
Pretty much.
please share it with as many people as you can, and even if they don't get any award winners or whatever, just like share it. Like I want to see what people think, and definitely tune into the live stream on the 26th if you were, and again participate if you want to like have your voice heard, because again these are our thoughts, but I'm definitely a lot more interested in what you guys have to say or what the fan vote's going to be, because it's literally just it's fluctuated so much over the past week, and basically it's some things are just going to be completely out of line with us, some things are going to be completely in line. It's just going to be crazy. So if you're definitely hit the bell icon for that on the video for that, so you won't miss it. So that being said, that's all I got for now. If you're watching the full version of this video, we'll be leading into a review of GFriend's most recent album, which is titled
Sunrise.
No, it's not called Sunrise.
No,
that's a
that's
song.
a song on it.
It's
called Time for Us.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a review for Time for Us, which we'll do after we close this out. Same thing with audio listeners; you'll be going into that as well. So, for myself, Nate, and Jacob, I want to thank you on behalf of Truly Daebak for listening to this or watching all of this, and thank you. Good night, and stay golden.
Throbbingly golden.
Throbbingly golden.
And creamy.
Oh, no.
Stand bow.
Special part. How's that a cold
Very
open
special.
for you?
It works. I mean, there's only two of us, so it's pretty clear it's different.
Yeah, so basically this is just a extra topic for the week. We figured you guys might want to hear our thoughts on the GFriend new second album, Time for Us.
And
This
there's
is a
like
little-
8 billion things we want to review, so
Yeah,
like,
basically
screw it,
we're
we'll
just
put it
like
with the
put
awards.
this on the fast track and save the rest of the stuff for the
'Cause, yeah,
actual episode.
next week we're reviewing Tiffany AT's 17, and then we're talking about ITZY and TXT.
Yeah, so we got a big order coming.
Yep. So
Anyways,
we're throwing GFriend at the end of this,
yep.
and then Andrew's sick, so
Yeah, Andrew's not here because he's not feeling well, so we're here to hold down the fort.
We have his and Cooper's overall so we decided,
Yes.
after our last review, instead of reading the notes for every song for the people that are absent, we're just going to read overall thoughts because it takes a little too much time to read four people's thoughts on every song.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
you want me to run, or are you running it?
Yeah, I guess you can run the tracks, and I'll just keep the slideshow going.
Okay, doke. So yeah, we are reviewing GFriend's second full album, Time for Us, and the first song up is Sunrise, which is the single for the album. For me, I like the piano intro, but I think overall with this song, it's just, I'm finally getting like GFriend fatigue. It just doesn't sound new enough or like interesting enough compared to their last few songs. So they're starting to get boring. And I kind of felt this coming on all through last year. But I think this is where, like, this is so similar to Time for the Moon Night that it's just like, why? Like, there's nothing interesting. Why would I listen to this? I already have this song, basically. The one thing to note, I do really like Una's high notes at the end. They're really, really good. And then on top of the fact that the song is just like, the choreo is like nothing special, which is for GFriend is like, they have a pretty high bar for choreo. So like,
Yeah.
like that sucks that also doesn't impress me. And then the music video is just super generic and boring too. So like overall, I think it was a pretty bad comeback in terms of the single. I do really like their styling. That's the one part of this comeback that I like a lot.
Yeah. So for me, like, I've seen mixed reviews on it so far. However, like, I'd put myself in favor of the song overall. I think like the biggest standout for this song is that like is the GFriend like patented string instrumentals that we get throughout the chorus, and I think it like mends perfectly with the girls' vocals, and I think, you know, that they've definitely got down to a science. I also really, really love Yuju's like hey part in the chorus. That was the part that instantly was like most infectious, like upon my first listen, and is the part that gets like stuck in my head the most. The only criticism I give is the like, it's basically the standard one that we give GFriend. We've been giving GFriend for the longest time, that like they're really not reinventing the wheel, like with their title tracks, and it's at this point I feel like they're just pandering to a limited part of their fan base, like their most inner circle, where like I understand that they're kind of fighting a two-way battle where, like, you know, you want to bring in new people and new fans, but you also don't want to piss off the existing fans. But I think it's also in like kind of a problematic space where like their fandom wants nothing but the same exact thing over and over, and it's kind of holding them back. So
yeah, I think they have ways to do it to appease both, but it's hard. Like I just wish they would experiment more with that sound. I'm fine with them keeping that as the basis for the song. Yeah. But just like do different things with it. Like this literally sounds like they just took Time for a Moon Night and like copy pasted it and changed some things around. Like it's so similar in style and sound that it's just, they didn't even try to do something new.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to You Are Not Alone. And this, on the other hand, is something I really enjoyed. I thought it was amazing right from the start with like the spacey synths, and then it leads into the guitar and like the really driving beat. And then on their vocals, they use like a really good echo that adds to that like space sound. Yeah. So yeah, I thought this was fantastic. Guitar solos are always welcome in K-pop, in my opinion. So
always.
I really, really like this song, and I was like, right, going from Sunrise to this, I was like, okay, I already know that I feel like Sunrise is probably gonna be like my least favorite song on this album. Like if the rest of the album tracks are this good, or like they're actually doing things different, then like I don't know why Sunrise was there, but like we said, it's trying to like keep that fan base that loves that sound, and it sounds like they're throwing all their different sounds onto the album tracks because nobody listens to those anyway, but hardcore people like us.
Yeah, so for You Are Not Alone, like this song was instantly like stood out more to me just because it was something that was much more like fresh and different, and it wasn't something that they necessarily had tried yet. And honestly, I feel like this instantly would have been a better title track because I feel like it's different enough, it's fresh enough, and it still stays within that, you know, that innocent, cute, innocent concept that their fan base likes to see from them. Like the instrumentals are very full, which typically, like for me, like when it gets full, it usually can feel a lot of like, it can either feel like crowded or like intimate, like very close in. But with this song, it actually makes it feel very big and open, which is similar to what you were saying with like the space effect, which I thought gave it like a very like uplifting appeal, which is definitely in accordance to the title. But yeah, also as always, the vocals were really well done as well.
Yep. Next we have LUV, a cover of
the A-Pink song. Yep, that's the first line of my notes.
But for this, I thought it was interesting because I got tricked. Like at the very beginning, they used their like GFriend synth. That like it's literally what I call it. Like that synth sound they use all the time. It's like they use that exact synth, but then it switches like 90s style pop with like a hip hop beat, and they have like some like diva ad libs in there, like Mariah Carey style ad libs, and that just like came out of nowhere, and I thought that was awesome every time they use that in the verses. The choruses are a lot more standard pop. I do like the addition they threw some like brass instrumental synths in there. They're definitely synths, but they're not actual brass, but just to spice it up a little bit. And I did want to give a shout out to the fact that there's actually a legit rap part in the song, which GFriend never gets. So that was interesting too. So yeah, I definitely like this song a lot too.
So for me, I was a little on the other end. In this song, like the vocals didn't really blow me away as much, except for what you were saying. I thought the ad-libs were well done, but like the actual verse lyric or verses were not, like, I guess as up to par. And I think it's mostly to do with the amount of rapping that's used in the song. I think it's a little too much. Like it's like constant throughout the whole song. And I don't think rapping is really GFriend's strength. No. So
I just wanted to give him bonus credit.
I think if they just cut back on that, I would have liked the song more. But yeah. On that, like, yeah, what you're saying, like the GFriend synths, they're like very like percussive, like higher pitched ones that are like sprinkled throughout the background. I thought those were really nice as well.
Yep. Next we have Glow. And for this, I thought there's a great bass line from the beginning. It's a little weird though, because it seems a little out of place with the rest of the instrumentals in the song. In my opinion, like at least at the beginning. I really like the chorus. There's like these like 8-bit style synths, and then there's like also like spaceship and like laser gun sound type, like 80s like sound sci-fi sound effects. I really liked that. I thought it made the chorus really stand out. And I really like how in the second verse they added a string line. I thought it helped build it up compared to the first verse. And one thing to note for vocals, obviously like GFriend's vocals are fantastic all the time, so I don't really point that out. But for the pre-chorus, I really like the melody that the vocals follow leading into the chorus. That really stuck out to me.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so my first comment was like I really, really like how this song was mixed. Like the vocals are very like front and center and forward, which is like my favorite, I'd say. I like being able to hear like the little gritty details and stuff in the recording of the vocals. So as much detail as I can get on the vocals as possible is always great. And in comparison, like the instrumentals aren't too quiet either. I think it's a very, very good balance. Yeah, the pre-chorus serves as a really interesting build-up in the chorus, but like, I don't know, like I really like the instrumentals in the chorus, but I felt like the vocals like didn't go where I wanted them to. So at first it kind of like didn't impress me at first, but when I was listening to it like a second and third time, it grew on me quite a bit. So yeah, this is one of my favorite songs on the album. One of my favorites. I know I have an absolute favorite.
Yeah, I know. I have two favorites. And next is one of them. Next is Our Secret. So this is like
predictable.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but it's interesting because like it's really like a funk sound like song. And I really like they are using the piano as the beat almost. So I thought that was really interesting. But then like it's definitely got the chorus is definitely influenced by Tropical House with the whistling synths.
Yep.
And so obviously I love it for that. Anything Tropical House is okay in my book. So yeah, this is one of my favorite songs, along with another song that has a house influence, but we'll get to that later.
Yep. I know which one that one is too.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, despite this being Tropical House, which me and Andrew have been saying for like months that this is a trope that's getting beat to hell, I actually really like this song. I
think because it's not like true Tropical House. Like I said, it's a funk song with like tropical influence.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like this isn't really a thing that GFriend has really done before.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of gives that a little freshness, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, like I would have liked to see what would have come like if maybe this was the title track, since they haven't done a Tropical House song. Like even though like literally every other group has done it, I'm just curious like what GFriend would do with that sort of concept. However, I guess it is kind of like the wrong time of year for that, considering it's the middle of winter. But I mean, it'd be interesting. Do like a tropical Christmas in July or something. I don't know, whatever. Or July and Christmas, rather.
Say Christmas in July in January.
Yeah.
Tropical House, Christmas in July and January.
Yeah. But yeah,
let's try it.
One other thing is, I thought Umji's voice stood out pretty well in this song, which I'm happy about because she tends to like not stand out as much because I don't think she's really like the main vocalist in this group. But like over the past few releases, she's been standing out more and more, which I like. So
yeah. Next we have Only One.
Over the
overall,
Apex song.
Okay. No, it's not because they use the number instead of the word.
Yeah, but no, my thoughts. You'll know what I mean.
Yeah. I think overall this was the first. Other than Sunrise, like out of the album tracks, this was the one that was like the first like standard GFriend song, with the synths that they usually use. I do like that the guitar lines are more complex than usual, especially during the verses. There's like a couple different guitar parts doing different things at the same time. So I appreciated that. And then I do like that they switched it up in the chorus and used like glitch vocals. That definitely made it stand out a little bit to me compared to it. Like if they didn't do that, this would be very much just like, okay, this is rough era GFriend standard, like strings and guitar type thing going on.
So for me, this song probably stands out the least out of the songs, and it's for a particular reason, because I actually like the song. But like the main problem with it is that to me it sounds too similar to Apenk's song Only One. And like after I listen to this song's chorus is not what gets stuck in my head. It's the one from the Apenk song. It's like, you are the only one, baby. Like, and I like immediately forgot what the chorus of the song sounded like.
It's amazing.
Yeah, well I can't sing, so you'll have to deal with it. But yeah, it's just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. That's the main problem with it, is that like after I listened to this, all I can think of is the A-Pink song, which really doesn't do this one justice, because like there's some things I really like, because I really like as they approach the chorus, like in the pre-chorus section, I like how it starts off gentle and gains intensity in like 3 different like intervals as it approaches the chorus. I really like that part. So basically I just liked everything except for the chorus, because it reminds me too much of another song. But yeah, like
Understandable.
So I think it'll probably grow on me over time, so I'm not gonna write it off as being a bad song. I just I need time with it.
Yeah, I understand that. Next we have Truly Love. And this song I love straight from the beginning. I truly love this song straight from the beginning, because it's not something GFriend usually does. Like, this is like synth pop and straight up, and like I said with Sunrise, like I'm getting a little bored of the usual like strings and guitar and piano GFriend songs. So like going full synth pop was just like refreshing.
Yeah.
And I think the like actual synth line during the chorus is like the perfect amount of catchy. So I really enjoyed the song.
Yeah. How long do you think we'll have to wait until we get a song named Truly Daebak?
We're never getting that song.
That'd be amazing.
It would be, but
like if that existed, it would have to become our theme song.
They never combine English and Korean words and titles though.
I wish they would. It would be so cool.
Yeah, it would be. But it won't happen, unfortunately.
That'll be the first single of IOI when you reignite them under IOI Entertainment.
IOI Entertainment, yeah. 100%.
The first single is Truly Daebak. All right. Anyways, so my initial thoughts was like, oh wow, another EDM styled song, because that surprised me. I wasn't expecting to get more than one on this album, to be honest. Especially like if you consider like what the music video and like album cover and stuff look like. You're like, okay, this is another GFriend album, but. Yeah, we got some EDM songs. I really like the build up in the pre-chorus, which eventually led to another pre-chorus. So I think what happened was I interpreted the verses in a particular area as being the pre-chorus, but like nope, the pre-chorus was after that. Yeah, and then it led up into the drop chorus, which was, you know, obviously the main highlight of the song. Which that whole thing like faked me out, which is weird, but. Yeah, I like it. I thought the bridge was a standout moment of the song, like towards the end, which I believe was sung by Soan. Like it sounds like her, although it could be Shinbi. So if anybody knows, let me know the first part of the bridge, because then comes in Yuju right after. So I think it's more likely Shinbi, but I think it was Soan, just by voices. But yeah, I was surprised by that. That was pretty good.
Yep. Next we have Show Up, and this is my other favorite song because it's literally they did Deep House, which is like what GFriend did a Deep House song, and like it's weird because the choruses aren't Deep House, like the choruses are more standard pop music, but like the verses are 100% Deep House, and I never expected that in a million years from GFriend. Like this is the type of experimentation I want in their title tracks. Like you can keep that standard GFriend sound, but like mix it up a little bit. Like you don't have to.
And then you know what's gonna happen in the comments. People are like, they're copying Luna, because apparently Luna's the only one that can do that. But
yeah.
But yeah, that was actually one of my first thoughts. Was like it starts out with the feeling I was like, oh, this sounds like a Luna song, and then immediately that's just thrown out the window. Like it starts out with like chill percussive synths and like vocals and stuff, and then it immediately is like thrown into overdrive, and the pace picks up into a really hyper and happy like chorus, which is blessed with Yuju's vocals, as always, I guess. But yeah, it actually goes through that same cycle twice, where it kind of like starts out low in like the chill like deep house area, and then just gets thrust into the chorus, which I thought was weird, is that only happens like twice, which I would have expected it to happen 3 times like usually most songs do. But yeah, it's a cool song. I liked it.
Yep. Next we have It's You. And this one's interesting because it's like got an R&B style beat. It's got like spacey synths, and then like their vocals are more ballady.
Spacey synths. TM.
Spacey synths is my favorite way to describe that, but I don't know how else to describe it. You know what I mean when I say that,
Yeah.
so like it's a good way to describe it. I just thought it was a cool mix up of styles. This actually though reminds me more of like an Uju Sonyo song than a GFriend song, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's from their like same producer, because this is very much sounds like an Uju Sonyo song.
Yeah. So for me, like in the beginning, like it's like set by like a lone synth beat, like sort of that serves as the percussion, and then it's like accompanied by actual percussion, which is weird to be caught off guard by, I guess, because it's the very beginning of the song. But it was a little, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But yeah, then that sort of like beginning intro section like transitions into the main part of the song, which is where it really gets interesting, because this sounds like a typical GFriend song to me, but it's like it's like mixed with these interesting like hip hop and R&B influences. It's got like hi-hats and stuff. I was like, what? It's like you traded in your synths for your hi-hats. Your strings for hi-hats.
Producer's name is Space Cowboy, so
seems pretty good. All right, I'll take it.
The spacey synths.
Wait, what is that a reference to?
I don't
Somebody
know.
will say in the comments.
There's a lot of songs called Space Cowboy.
No, I think it's like a quote from a movie or an anime or something, because I'm thinking Cowboy Bebop, but I feel like it could be from the movie too. Yeah. I don't know. I'm having a brain fart. Somebody in the comments tell me what I'm thinking of.
He's part of the One Piece production team.
Wait, what?
Which does a lot of Lovely's music.
Wait, they're called One Piece?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe it is based on Cowboy Bebop, because One Piece. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, let's move on.
Okay. Anime nerds producing this song, apparently.
I'm assuming, at least, with their name choices.
Yeah. Next, we have A Starry Sky, and it's a ballad. It's a GFriend ballad. And for me, that's pretty much the extent of my notes. Like, to me, it was exactly what I expected from a GFriend ballad, and nothing more or less, basically.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much for me as well. It's much more of a song that I would have like expected them to do on this album, I guess. It didn't really blow me away much at all. I just feel like this is this is like the same acoustic ballad that we get on every girl group album nowadays. So I don't know. I think this is just a style of song that I'm kind of just numb to at this point.
You're over it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do something special with it to really like catch our ears at this point. Hence the term, it's a ballad.
Yep.
Next we have Love Oh Love. And this is another one to me that sounded like standard rough era GFriend.
Yeah.
I think this one I liked a little bit more because it has more focus on the guitar, which is from that era, and Rough is probably my favorite GFriend title track. So I like going back to that era with the more focus on like the rock side of it. There's a really awesome like funky bass and guitar solo like bridge that they have. I was really happy with that, and then the outro really stood out to me too, with the focus on the instrumentals, and then like at the very end there's like the echoing vocals that do the channel switching going from like left to right. So that stood out to me. I liked that a lot. So I think overall, out of the like non-experimental tracks, this was probably my favorite.
Okay. Not
counting the next song, which is Cheating.
Yeah. So for me, I said like this is another typical GFriend title upon first inspection. However, like I think this is more like an early A-Pink sort of song is what it like gives off for me. which I don't know is a positive in my mind. I guess it's like a subtle difference, I guess, but it's a style that I feel like nobody else really does within like the hordes of new girl groups that are debuting over time. Like it's like there's the sort of like genre of like cute girl group songs, and it's kind of like a little small segment that nobody really goes back into. So I don't know. I like to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. There are a couple of girl groups that like did it, but it's not very many do it nowadays. And finally we have Memoria, the Korean version. And for me, actually, this stood out a lot because I didn't really give this song much of a chance when the Japanese version came out. I don't really know why. It just, at the time, it just didn't catch my ear or something, or I just didn't even really listen to it and pay enough attention to it when I was listening to it for releases. But I think this might be one of the best GFriend songs, just overall.
Totally.
After listening to it on this album, like it's like a perfected version of their signature sound. Yeah, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think like if you're not experimenting and you want to keep doing that sound, you need to do it to this level for it to be interesting to me nowadays. Yeah. If that makes sense.
So, if this song wasn't already like previously released in Japanese, I probably would have chose this as my favorite B-side on the album. But It's You actually would have been my absolute favorite. I forgot to mention that. I just liked how like unique and different it was, I guess, for them. It's like a weird fusion, I guess. Anyways, back to Memoria. As per usual, I prefer this version over the Japanese version. I just feel like Korean just sounds better in my mind, I guess. I don't know. But it's just smoother and fits better to music and my personal taste. But yeah, I'd say both versions are great and certainly worth checking out. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we covered it on releases, right?
Yeah, we definitely talked about it on releases.
So
I just remember for some reason it not catching my ear as much. I don't know if it was just going through the releases.
GFriend syndrome.
If it was GFriend syndrome or just going through the releases and I just didn't pay enough attention to it because we have so many things to listen to. But yeah, I definitely love this song. And that's it for us.
Scores.
So we'll do scores, and then we'll also read, while we're doing scores for Andrew and Cooper, we'll read off their thoughts for the overall album. Yeah. But for me, I gave it a 5.5 for music out of 7. Yeah. I think the majority of the songs I enjoyed. I think Sunrise and the ballad were the only two that really didn't hit the mark for me. And the rest were either like good to great. So I think 5.5 is fair. And then I only gave him a 1.5 for concept because of how generic I thought the music video was and how the choreo just wasn't as good as it usually is. But I think the like styling for this comeback is really good. So I gave them a 1.5 overall. So 7 from me.
So for me, I gave it a 5.5 out of 7 for music as well. I just, I don't know. I liked a lot of the songs on the album. I thought it was a really, really solid album. It's just that they're really not reinventing the wheel with a lot of these songs. And I feel like those are the ones that stood out the least. And, I don't know. I just feel like they need to experiment a little more and go back and I guess just reflect upon like what they've done so far and what they'd like to do in the future kind of thing, and experiment with different styles, but also still kind of appeal to their, I guess, to their audience. And yeah, basically everything was solid. It's just like they need to bring some more to the table if they want my 7 out of 7, basically. Yeah. And then for concept, I did 2 out of 3. I felt like everything was competently done at least, but like nothing blew me away totally. So I gave it a 2 out of 3, and then overall it'd be 7.5.
Okay. I'll read Cooper's thoughts now. So Cooper said, upon first listen, this album felt too samey and kind of bland to me. However, upon several more listens, I've come to really enjoy it. I think there's more experimentation here than the last couple albums, probably the most since The Awakening. There's some deep house elements sprinkled on Show Up and some tropical house elements sprinkled through Secret Love. On LUV, I actually like the light rap we got from So On and appreciate them at least trying new things. The title track is a nice continuation from Time for the Moon Night, though I don't think it's as catchy or impactful. The MV is beautifully shot, but still pretty standard GFriend. The choreo is fantastic, which isn't really a surprise. The last new track, Love Oh Love, really gave me classic GFriend vibes, and I love the dance break, short guitar solo in it. Overall, I think this album is stronger than their first album, LOL. That's the name of the album.
Yeah.
LOL. There's still a couple tracks that I probably won't go back to, like Truly Love. And he gave it a music 6 out of 7. His favorite tracks were Sunrise and You Are Not Alone, Show Up, Love Oh Love, and LUV. He gave Concept 2 out of 3, and so that's his total score is an 8 out of 10.
All right, so for Andrew, he broke down his music score into 2 different sections. Basically, he gave title track half the points, and then album tracks the other half the points. So title track, he said 2.5 out of 3.5. Album tracks 2.5 out of 3.5. Concept 1.5 out of 3, which totals to 6.5 out of 10. So his summary is: Sunrise, while being a solid GFriend single, is held back by Source Music's desire to appear to a fan base that seems to have a dogmatic... What?
To appease a fan base.
What did I say?
Appear. Appear.
To appear a fan base. Sorry. Source Music's desire to appease a fan base that seems to have a dogmatic devotion to a singular sound and concept. As much as I love GFriend and their music, I will always insist on them exploring new sounds like they have done with Fingertips and Sunny Summer, because it'd pain me to see a group this talented being held back by a complacency. While they explore new and unique directions on some of the album tracks like Show Up and It's You, While they explore...
Solid. That has to be solid. Delivered solid staples.
All right, yeah, because I was like, sold staples. I don't know what this means.
No, solid.
All right, so while they explored new and unique directions on some of the album tracks like Show Up and It's You, delivered solid staples in songs like Our Secret, Truly Love, and The Starry Sky, and made an incredible Korean version of Memoria, arguably a top 5 GFriend song in my eyes. Overall, the album felt unnecessarily bloated and could have been trimmed down to 8 or 9 tracks. In terms of concept, I feel as if the visuals of Sunrise's MV were way too boring and safe, and similarly to the song itself, felt like they only tried to copy Time for the Moonlight, not iterate upon it. And while GFriend's choreography is usually the highlight of their comebacks, in this case it just felt too anemic and bland, knowing the style and skill they're capable of. I don't mean to be too hard on GFriend nor this album, but I feel like I wouldn't be doing right by this group that I've grown to love over the years, so if I just sugarcoated the truth. So, in the end, he ended up giving up a 6.5 out of 10.
Yep, so overall, it's a 7.25, so I think we round that up to a 7.5.
Yeah, that's
We used
true.
to round
we round up to half points, I think,
up.
now.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
We used to round 0.5s up to a full point, so I assume we round 0.25 and 0.75 up to their half point and full point. So 7.5 overall.
Yep.
It's a good album, not crazy.
Yep.
Nothing blew us away. It sounded like we all have pretty similar thoughts on the album overall. So yeah. Want to outro us?
They truly love. What was it?
Yeah, truly love.
Yeah, stay truly love.
Throbbingly love.
Yeah, so I really liked this song more than Hug Me, so I wrote in my notes that it kind of reminded me of like a EXID B-side at times.
Yeah, definitely.
With like like the funky instrumental.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also